It's marathon week, baby. I'm gonna cry a lot this week. I can already tell you that.
3, 2, 1.
In less than 7 days, I may or may not be completing a 26.2 miler. All of that is to be determined. Today is my last speed run of this training block. I don't want to do it. I don't know if I should be excited that this is my last speed run, but I am tired. It's a short one. I still don't want to. It's also like sprinkling / raining outside, which is unideal for running. Bye. I just finished my last run of this marathon training block. It's currently warm and sunny as a celebration of my last run of my training block. And also as part of my carbo loading, I got some croissants. I got 3 croissants and a chocolate morning bun. I also got a cookie butter latte, which I have not tried yet. I got a decaf because I think I'm developing a bit of a caffeine addiction, and I know that I'm not going to drink coffee on the day of my marathon, and I don't want to have like a headache and other side effects due to a caffeine addiction, and not because I'm running and suffering for 26.2 miles. Cheers. Would you like a sip first? I haven't drank it yet, so you could tell me how it is. Okay, fine. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna stop offering you to take the first sip or the first bite. Honestly, pretty good. I would try it if I were you. Okay, maybe you just don't like cookie butter. To each their own. I feel good. I feel like the vibes are there. I'm excited. I'm ready for this to be over, if I'm being honest. I truly am now in the mindset of my marathon is really my victory lap. I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate miles 5 through like probably 25, but it's my victory lap. Some of my mantras that I've written down that I am probably going to rely on when times get tough during my marathon is like, I only get one first marathon and this one's it, and I want to have fun and I want to remember all of that, and I don't want to remember my first marathon being like, I hated it. I have put so much work into this one moment. Now I just get to celebrate all the hard work that I put in. Side note, if you're wondering, I only cried once this week, and the reason why I cried was because my brother yelled at me. Okay, it was also because of like just sheer emotions, but because he yelled at me, which pushed me over the edge. A win's a win, okay? One this week, pretty good. Given I still have like 2 days before my marathon, and I know I will be crying on my marathon day, I should get going. I just want to check in because it's been a while, and I am officially starting my heavy carbo load today. If you have any carbs to send to me, feel free. I will accept them. I love carbs. It's the day before my marathon. I have to go pick up my packet today. Fun fact, I slept for maybe 9.5 hours, but my sleep score was still 78. So I don't know what that means, but apparently my sleep quality was not very good. I feel a lot better about my marathon than I did about my half marathon like a couple of years ago, and I am happy about that because my half marathon I was injured, so if I felt worse about my marathon, we have some concerns. I'm excited. I don't actually think I know what I got myself into. Like right now, surprisingly, I have a very optimistic mindset about tomorrow, but I know like the moment I get started, I'm like, oh no, I actually have to do this. Like I saw this reel yesterday.
Hi Andrew, it's Ultra Andrew here, who runs all the ultras you book. Can you stop booking them? Because obviously that part of Andrew does not come along on this journey because you forget about it and then you book another one, and then there's me.
But I just was like, that is the epitome of being a runner, where like you're training and you're like, I hate this, like why did I do this to myself? I should never do this again. And then I feel like after the race you're like when's the next one? I have to eat a lot of carbs today. I also have to drink a lot of water. I drank so much water yesterday. I peed like 5 times in the span of like 2 hours because I have 2 long drives. I'm gonna drink less water, but like little sippy sips. And I'm gonna eat a croissant right now. I'm gonna take you guys along with me. Welcome to the marathon weekend vlog. Less than 24 hours. I am outside of the packet pickup place. I think I'm getting nervous now. It's a little anxiety nervous, but it's like just like nervous. Honestly, the drive was kind of a vibe, except there were a couple people tailgating me and I was like, that's kind of rude. I'm just a girl trying to vibe. That was short and sweet. I feel like the nerves have settled in to just like anticipation, excitement, whatever you want to call it. It took me maybe 2 minutes. I drove for 50 minutes for a 2-minute pickup, and then I have to drive 50 minutes home. Here's my bib. I get 1 free pretzel at the end. I evidently am number 127. I think that it's funny that there are only going to be 200 total people running the marathon. When I signed up, I just saw the hoodie and I was like, honestly, that's kind of cute. That's a kind of a cute hoodie. And then I signed up. Then afterwards decided to look at the course and I was like, oh no, there's actually a lot of hills. There is a lot of hills in this route. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'm fairly confident because I ran like half of it, but also I could be overconfident. I'm probably gonna get home around lunchtime. I'm gonna eat lunch. I'm gonna paint my nails. I'm gonna get ready for tomorrow. I can't believe I'm running a marathon tomorrow. Well, I can't believe I'm attempting to run a marathon tomorrow. All I need to remember tomorrow is literally I need to slow down in the beginning. Yesterday, I went on my last easy run and I was a full like minute and a half faster than what my typical easy runs are. But I think it's because like my legs, like they feel fresh, they're ready. So tomorrow, right out of the gate, I need to just like slow it down. Truly slow it down. I need to stop. I just need to, okay, bye. So, a fun discovery of today. I thought I was carb loading correctly, eating way more than enough carbs than recommended. The issue is actually that I learned that I'm not eating enough carbs. Because here's the thing. They say you should have at least 10 to 12 grams of carbs for every kilogram of body weight that you are. In theory, that sounds great. Then I thought about it and I was like, that's a lot of grams of carbs. And then I was like calculating how many carbs are in like rice and like I'm drinking this apple soda right now. If you've never had it, would recommend. It's like a Asian apple cider and it's really good. This has 34 grams of carbs. I need to have more of these. I'm having rice right now. One cooked cup of white rice has around 50 grams of carbs. I'm probably eating like 1.5, 2 cups right now. So I'm probably eating 100 grams of carbs, but I'm not even at halfway right now. Currently with all the things that I've eaten, my croissant, my apple soda, my fried rice, I'm not even halfway to the point I need to be in terms of my carb consumption. Also, if you're wondering, I'm at 3 cries right now. I cried because my brother was mean to me. Also, in his defense, it was like he wasn't actually being mean. He was just telling me things that I didn't want to hear. And then I was like, I'm in an emotional state right now. So then I started crying. And then 2, I watched Good Will Hunting yesterday, which is a great movie. If you haven't watched it or if you have watched it, maybe deserves a rewatch. Apparently, I have watched that multiple times, but I have no recollection of doing so. So I cried actually a lot watching that. And then today, I started tearing up on my drive home. We're back on track, baby. 3 is about the amount of times that I expected to cry during this week. Tomorrow will be at least 4, maybe 5. Who knows? I need to just shove carbs in my face, I think. I just watched a movie. I ate a lot of snacks while doing so. In my brain, I don't think I have truly conceptualized that my marathon's tomorrow because it just feels like a relaxing day to me. Like it doesn't feel like I'm running 26.2 miles tomorrow, but I hopefully am. It's like 4:30 right now, so I am going to go start making dinner because my goal is to eat earlier so I can sleep earlier because I'm waking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. I also need to prep all of my snackies and things for tomorrow. First, I did not like my nails, but then they're kind of growing on me. They're not great. I'm gonna be honest with you, they're not great. They are cobalt, which matches my shirt that I'm going to be wearing tomorrow. I'm gonna do a what's in my race day kit, what's in my post-race bag little haul. First, liquid IV. Already prepped with water and everything. Waters with salt in them. In my actual belt, I will be carrying candy. If you're wondering, it's Nerd Clusters and Sour Patch Watermelon. And then I am going to be carrying 4 chews. I would carry 5. 5 plus my candy does not fit. So 4 it is. I'm carrying an extra hair tie and some toilet paper just in case. And then this is what I'm going to have my parents carry. 1, 2 more water bottles just in case. An extra chew and then some sunscreen. I'm also going to have them carry my anti-chafe. All in this comically large bag for 5 items. Actual post-race things. I have face wipes just because I know afterwards I'm not going to be able to get home and showered for the next like 2-3 hours. I have an extra change of clothes, pants, shirt, and a sweatshirt. I have my taco milk, pretzels. That is really it. Oh, I also brought Birks because the best feeling after a run is taking off your shoes. I'm done packing for my race tomorrow. The only thing left is to do the dang thing. Also, if you're wondering, it's like 6 o'clock and I'm planning to eat 1 more piece of bread at 7 and then wait 20 minutes to brush my teeth and then perhaps go to sleep. And I can guarantee you it's still gonna be light outside by the time I'm like, oh, I should be in bed now. It's like 8:30 right now. I'm like just watching my silly little reels to try to go to sleep. And one popped up and it was like, does running marathons negatively impact your kidneys? A sports scientist said yes. And I was like, oh, sick. It temporarily, for like 48 hours after you run a marathon, impairs your kidney function. But I'm like, oh, good. That's exactly what I want to hear the day before my marathon. fuck my kidneys, you know what I mean? Who needs them? I have 2 of them. I'm kidding, please. My family has history of kidney disease, so universe, please don't. I need both my kidneys. Thank you so much. I listened to this podcast maybe like a month or 2 ago that was like all the effects that running a marathon has on your body, and apparently you can get half an inch shorter temporarily because like the discs in your spine collapse because you're running a lot and you're dehydrated, and they just get smaller and shorter, and so as do you. It's like, why do I do this to myself? Like, I'm short enough. And the cousin recently also said to me she just doesn't think that the human race was meant to run a marathon. I should go to sleep soon. I am at the starting line. It's really cold. My mom already started cheering up. I mean, I didn't, but she did. I'll see ya. We are 5 miles in. I'm feeling okay. And I hope so, because I have 21 miles left. Just reached 10K. I feel okay. Can I do another 60 miles? Guess we'll find out. There's no one around me. Great for vlogging, bad for morale. But you ever wonder, like, why you would do something? Like, who put me through this? Me, you know? Kind of rude. We are halfway through. Jeez Louise. I'm like 14 miles in. I'm a little annoyed because I ran the wrong way, but no one told me. Like, I ran the wrong way after an aid station, so they really should have said something. Now I'm upset. 20 miles, last 10K. I'm getting my ass handed to me. Happy post-marathon day. If you can tell, I am a little sunburned, and that's on me for being an irresponsible adult. Today, I took the day off of work because I deserve it. I ran 26.94 miles, and if you're wondering, I will tell you that story later. But I am today going to spend it with my mother, doing a mother-daughter day where we get sushi and get coffee, and I just enjoy myself, because if my body's going to be in pain, I would like my mind to at least not be. Unlike yesterday during the 26 miles where they were both in pain. I'm a marathoner. Never in my life would I think that I'd be able to say that, even when I was doing it yesterday. Truly, honestly. One of my friends, to celebrate me running a marathon, got me this Hello Kitty thing that lights up. Tell me this isn't the cutest thing you've ever seen. Like, that's actually just like adorable and cute, and I love it, and it makes me really happy, and I'm so excited. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I'm so excited.
Then you have proof that I'm eating this.
It's really mascarpone.
Very cakey, but it's not dry.
Hi! I did it! I did do it! The race pictures are actually so ugly. I am not a photogenic person. I have a 2% success rate when it comes to looking decent in photos. And my race photos are a prime example of that, because I looked good in none of them. I'm not gonna put them in here. Let me show you what they look like, okay? Here's my finish line photo. Here's one of me when the race just started. They're not cute, but that's okay. It's not like I paid $100 for a race and wanted a good photo out of it and just didn't get that. Couldn't be me. Anyway, to debrief my experience, it was yesterday. Today, I am sore, literally from head to toe. I had a headache this morning, and also my toenails are sore. Did I know that toenails can be sore? No, but I am alive, and I am incredibly proud of myself for doing this, because mile 25, I literally started crying, which you saw the clip. That was me, mile 25, crying. And I literally was like, this is the hardest thing I have ever chosen to do in my life. Literally the hardest thing. What actually caused me to start crying was the song The Climb by Miley Cyrus. And as I started bawling like a baby. I literally was like, tears, pain. Do I quit? I knew it was gonna be hard, and I knew I was gonna cry. I didn't think I was going to cry because I was suffering so much. I thought it was gonna be like happy, I did it tears, it's over tears. But it was crying because, like, I don't know if I can do it tears at mile 25. So let me tell you about some key moments. So one, I actually did run 27 miles. If you think that counts as an ultra, let me know, because I think technically anything above 26.2 miles is an ultra. The reason I ran 27 miles is because I went the wrong direction. How, you may ask? Because I'm an idiot. Truly an idiot. Here was the scenario. There was a road it was a T, an aid station on one side and then a bathroom on the other side of the road. The person in front of me, I saw hang a right. So I said, perfect, I know where to go. I need to go to the aid station though, because I'm dehydrated. Went to the aid station and they were like, oh, we're out of cups. Whoa, is that a balloon? Oh my god, it's a balloon. Where'd the balloon come from? I hope they're okay with losing that balloon because that balloon is going up into the atmosphere now. Okay, sorry. Child brain. They refilled my water bottle. And I was standing there waiting and I was like, okay, off I go. So I ran this way where I saw the other lady turn and I kept going. It was at least a quarter of a mile, if not like half a mile. Ran to the end. I said, where the hell did this girl go? She was nowhere to be seen. There was nowhere to turn. It was literally just like gates, property, no trespassing signs. Okay. And I was like, I saw her turn. Where did she go? She couldn't have just disappeared. I mean, she could have, like a magic trick, but that'd be impressive during a marathon. So I was like, for 20, 30 seconds, and I was like, where is she? So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna turn around. I went back to the aid station, and then as I was running back to the aid station, I saw every other runner turn this way. And I was like, huh, why didn't someone tell me that I was going the wrong way? They just let me run. So I was just angrily running after that because I was just like, why did no one tell me? I ran an extra at least half a mile from that. And I was like, I didn't sign up for an ultra, but I ran one anyway. I think that was the funniest part. In hindsight, funny. During the marathon, I actually was like, I'm going to combust. Mentally, I didn't even think I could finish the 26.2. Adding an extra point however many miles on that, I was like, this is not what I signed up for. Other memorable things is at the end, I was walking. I do run intervals in general, but I was beat off my ass. Like I said, I cried at mile 25 because I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I'm almost mile 26, okay? And I was like, I can't. I'm just gonna walk the rest of the way. I don't care. And then this lady who appeared out of nowhere, she was like, we gotta go, girl. We ran together for like the last half mile, I guess, maybe. This was my first time ever experiencing what I think feels like a panic attack. Not because I was having a panic attack, but because I was almost crying and running at the same time. If you've never cried while you ran, good for you. It is a very difficult experience. Like, it is very hard to breathe while running and crying. Because when I cried at mile 25, I stopped. I was like, I'm walking, we're crying while walking. I can walk and cry at the same time. Crying and running feels like a panic attack. I fell behind because I was like having trouble breathing. Breathing is important when it comes to running, I think. The lady was like, you coming? And I was like, damn. I was like, I'll be there. And then we crossed the finish line together. And honestly, I feel like that's what running's about. Where it's like not me against her. It's a collective we. It was such a nice gesture. She easily did not have to do that. She could have just ran the whole time by herself and not encouraged me to continue, but she was like, no, we're going, girl. And I was like, I guess we are going. I guess we're going. And we finished together. And afterwards, I was like, thank you so much. Like, I genuinely don't think I could have done that without you. I ran right into my parents' arms because I was like, where's the trophy? She just comes running over to me. And the trophy was my parents because I literally crossed the finish line, started crying. Immediate tears. So yeah, that was my first marathon experience. I can see myself doing another marathon again, just not in the next 1 year, perhaps not even the next 2 years. I don't know. This marathon's goal was to finish vertically and not shit my pants, and I completed both. Next marathon, my goal is to choose a flat course and also stay on the course the whole time. That's it. This course was so hilly. Like the first 10 miles, hills, lots of hills. The last 6 miles, also lots of hills. The last 6 miles felt like hell. I literally questioned my whole life existence in the past 6 miles. The last 6 miles, I questioned calling my parents at least 5 times to be like, I'm done. Come pick me up because I can't do this anymore. Take me home. I'm just a girl. I went through it in the last 6 miles. Considering that I ran an extra like almost mile, I'm happy with my time. I'm a slow runner and I really did prove it, but I really ran a little extra. That was my first marathon experience in a nutshell. I did it. I am proud of myself for doing it. I put in the work. I put in the hours, I put in the training. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found some type of entertainment in this video, whether if it was just like me crying or not. I don't know. I don't know what you find enjoyment in. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to and you haven't already, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!